Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, wal aqibatu lil muttaqeen, wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursaleen, wa ala Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa barik sallim wa salli alayhi. قال الله تبارك وتعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان الحميد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فإن طلقها فلا تحل له من بعد حتى تنكح زوجا غيره فإن طلقها فلا جناح عليهما أن يتراجعا لقوم يعلمون إن ظنا أن يقيما حدود الله وتلك حدود الله يبينها صدق الله العظيم. وقال الله تبارك وتعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان الحميد في شان حبيبه إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيدنا مولانا محمد وعلى آله وسلم وصلي عليه. Inshallah, today we are starting our new chapter, new subject, divorce in Islam. You know, this subject is very important. People, they go through so much, troubles and problems, especially when they have to, find out, okay, have I given the divorce? Now, this subject, if you take this subject, write down the slides or take pictures of every slide. This is proper deep subject. I've got it now here. Like all the big books, you can say Raddul Mukhtar. Raddul Mukhtar is only in Arabic. I got it from there. You can say Fatawa Razwiya. You can go down to very basic book, Bahari Shariat. I got it from there as well. So all the subject of divorce is here. Main masail. Not all of them. If you really read about divorce, then subhanallah, it takes, you need months to finish this subject. That's such a very lengthy subject. With this situation, he said it this way, she was standing there, or he was standing there, he said to this Shakila, but Shakila was behind, there another Shakila was there. So which Shakila he is giving divorce, how to give divorce. We'll start with the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There are three hadiths I'll mention. First hadith, out of all the halal things, the most hated thing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is divorce. Out of all the halal things. The halal things, Allah don't like halal things. Allah made it halal. What do you mean by halal? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made it permissible. That you can eat them, you can have them in your life. Salal. So talaq is halal, but Allah hates it the most. Always stay away from talaq, for the boys especially. Of course, you have right to give divorce. So normally what's happening nowadays, our patient level is very low. Fugees are very small. Little things we start giving divorce. Don't break your house, otherwise you will be the one who's running after imams. Imams are, please help me. I've given divorce. I've got little kids. Think about your kids before giving divorce. Acha, a beautiful hadith, subhanallah. Hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is that shaitan, he places his throne on the sea, somewhere on the sea, every night. And all the shayateen all over the world, they go to the big shaitan, who is Iblis. They go to him and they give him a report of that day that we did this, I made, someone do this wrong thing, haram thing, adopt haram thing, or haram relationships, or stealing or something. I made them do wrong things. I missed his namaz, I missed his Ramzan fast, whatever. Then shaitan says it's not a big deal. The big shaitan, it's okay. He's sitting on his throne. It's not a big deal. No, I want something big. I got kicked out from Jannah because of humans. And I promise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, your people will never be thankful to you. And I want to create a fight between them. That's what I really want. So one shaitan comes and he says to the Iblis, he said, I've created fight between two Muslims. Husband and wife, you can say. I've created fight between husband and wife until they were separated. Now here two revelations are. First one says, the Iblis, he stands up from his throne and makes him sit on his throne. That this is the guy who did a good job. This is the guy, this is the jinn. Of course, all the shayateen are jinn. This is the jinn who really did a big job. And the second one is, he takes his crown off and puts it on his head. This is how happy he becomes when husband and wife, when they fight, and until they're separated. So whenever something happens in your life, remember, your job should be, the first thing should come on your mind. That's what comes in my mind. I have to beat shaitan. I'm not going to leave my wife. I mentioned yesterday, whenever something happens between my wife, after 22 years, still thing comes in my mind, give a divorce. Why? Because yuwaswisu fi sudurin nas. Rasulullah says, shaitan runs in your veins. He runs in your veins like blood runs in your veins. So it's always with you. He's putting all the bad stuff in you. You have to control yourself. You have to be the wise person, and you have to beat shaitan. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Quran, when shaitan got kicked out and he said, I will take all the people away from your path. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, I will throw you and all those people in Jahannam, but my strong people, you will have no authority over them. So shaitan has no authority over strong iman people. Next one is third hadith. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made the fragrance of Jannah haram upon that woman who demands divorce from her husband without a shari'i reason. Now, what is shari'i reason? Shari'i reason is he is not fulfilling your physical needs. He is not fulfilling your, any, like, let's say, expenses of the house. He's not paying no bills. Because ar-rajalu qawamun, they are the maintaining of the house. They're supposed to be the one who are paying everything toward the house, paying bills, her kharche, her expenses, children, everything is on husband's head. Everything. He has to do everything. Not wife. Wife's money is wife's money. Husband's money is wife's money as much as the expenses of the houses are. As much as that. Not like so much. Yeah, wife needs to go out, that's fine, that's a different thing. But kids and wife, their kharche, everything, their expenses is on husband's in his responsibility. So he has to do everything. If he is not fulfilling all these things, then of course a wife can demand divorce in these things. Either he is living with her or he is not living with her. Let's say some husband, they go abroad and they're living there for 2 years, 3 years. As I said before, wives should understand that he's gone to different country for us. Otherwise, I always say, what husband needs? One room, that's all he needs. He can live wherever he wants. The most, messed up area he can live in. The most messed up area you can think of, but no one's going to bother him. He wants a house in a good area for what? So that his children can go to, of course, nowadays catchment area. Your kids can only go to 1 mile, I think, distance, the school which is closer to them. Kids can go to them. They have priority to go to them. So they will go in that school. So he wants to go in that area where his family can nurture, his family, his children, bringing up is good. That's the reason he's spending so much money. That's the whole reason he's not with you, because he's working. And he's working for who? Mainly for wife and children. He's not working for himself. He's always out. 7 days he's working. He's working 24 hours. He's a taxi driver. Nowadays work is really dead. And then people are working so many days. And the wife is saying, no, why are you working so much? But don't you understand why is he working so much? Or, the best way is, whenever you earn money, I think you should share with your wife. That these are the expenses of the house. This is how much I earned today. Or end of the week, this is how much I earn. Now you tell me, do you want me to stay home or go to work? I love staying home. Who doesn't want to stay home? Who doesn't want to go and watch something outside, like movies or something? Who doesn't want to, go out and eat food? Everyone wants to. But husband, because this is his responsibility to fulfill all the needs. Eid is coming. Who's going to buy the clothes? Of course, your husband, isn't it? Not you. Yeah, alhamdulillah, if you're working, it is good. You work and you do help your husband. It's okay. You can, but no one can force you to work. This is haram of forcing you to work. Acha, now, divorce rulings. Now, giving divorce is permissible. It is halal. If there is a valid Shari reason according to Islamic principle. If Islamic reason is there, then you can give divorce. The woman who demands divorce without any Shari reason, it is haram for her to do that. She will never smell the fragrance of Jannah. You know how far the fragrance of Jannah comes? 500 years far. So she will be 500 years on the distance of Jannah. Won't be able to even get the fragrance of Jannah. And nowadays, I like this boy, Imam Sahib, can I leave my husband? I want to marry this person, can I leave my husband? But Imam Sahib, it's been 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. I've been forcefully married to this person. I don't like him, I want to leave. I was like, so why did you say yes then at the first place? You ruin his life. You ruin children's life. You're ruining all two families not going to talk to each other. And that happens once the divorce has taken place, no one will talk to each other. So why did you say, no, I was forced at that time. What do you mean you was forced at that time? You could put your foot down, say, I don't want to marry. Do whatever you want to do. But say, I do not want to marry this person. This is your right. This is your right to say that. And don't think that someone is going to, you're becoming sinful. You're not becoming sinful. I've got right now, subhanallah, I've got 100 messages. I've got 100 messages there, and I cannot answer because of the lectures, because of the videos. Last night, steamy night as well. I stayed here like 2 a.m. Went home. I did not even sleep till like my Saturday time. Slept after that, but I could not really answer any question. There's 100 messages, and most of them are marriage counseling, marriage counseling, marriage counseling, everything. I've just answered 4 on the way to here. Normal kind of namaz, roza, hajj, zakat, very quick. You answer, finish. Marriage one is they give you whole, so first you have to read the situation, and then you answer them. It takes time, and everyone is going through this problem. Everyone, every other house. Seriously, and I'm talking, of course, those who contacting me, they're Muslims. They are Muslims. No non-Muslims going to contact me. But all are Muslims, and everyone. Either girl wants to marry a boy, father is saying no, and many reasons. Girl wants to marry a boy, father is fine, mother is saying no. Or mother and father is fine. In one case, yesterday I got message, Dadi got some problem. Why tonu kya problem hone lagi? Tonu kya to mode nal kudi ne rehna ya tu rehna? Well, Dadi, I said to her, I said, I never seen this case, the Dadi. Why was Dadi got the problem with this? Chalo, Dadi probably has some problem. You never know. Well, anyways, you cannot take divorce with any shari reason, and husband should not be giving divorce without any shari reason. What shari reasons are? If girl is not following the path of Sharia, husband can give divorce. But you have to be very careful. Whenever someone come to me and say, Imam Saab, Jiji, can I give divorce to my wife? This is what she's doing. She's not reading namaz, she's not listening to me, she's not obeying me. Because she's not following the path of Sharia, can I give divorce? And I'm like, tell me one Muslim is following the path of Sharia completely. Tell me. I say, if I sit down with you today and I ask you your income, your daily routine from morning to evening, I said I can count 20 things you want to follow in Sharia. So don't go in these things that you are just, for other people you're really strict, but with yourself you're very lenient. Anyway, we'll continue inshallah with this topic after the Asr Namaz, inshallah. The person is drunk and he gave divorce, because many wives, they found me, they said, Imam Sahib, my husband gave me divorce, but he said to me later on, he gave divorce on the phone. And he said to me, no, I drank alcohol before giving you drugs, so I was in drunken condition, I was intoxicated when I gave divorce. Does divorce take place of the drunken person? For divorce to take place, husband has to be in aqil. Aqil basically, he must be in his senses. The senseless person, his divorce doesn't take place. He's majnoon, pagal, he doesn't know what he's doing, so his divorce won't take place. But there are few conditions. The one who drank alcohol willingly, he's drunken person, he drinks, he's habitual of drinking, and he drank willingly, then he became drunk, he went in the condition of intoxication. Now if he gives divorce, that divorce will take place, because he is the one who put this condition upon himself. His divorce will definitely take place. But if someone forces or tricks you into drinking alcohol, so someone forces you to drink, someone tricks you to drink, or let's say another thing is that you took some medication, you was on medication, though medication they took your senses away, you became senseless. In that condition, if you give divorce, you never drank, willingly, someone forced you, someone tricked you, or you had to take medicine and your mind just went all over the place, you were senseless. Now if you give divorce, that divorce will not take place, because you did not lose your senses willingly. Okay, is that okay? You can ask question as well if you want to. Same thing. Anything which takes you takes your mind away, your senses away, that it comes in drugs, that comes in intoxication. Anything, whatever you have taken, and then you wasn't in your senses and you gave divorce. Now it depends, willingly or forcefully. If it was willingly, of course you will take willingly, divorce will take place. Forcefully, divorce won't take place. Brother is asking the question that once you give one divorce to your wife and still she's in iddah, 3 menstruation cycle, so can she marry someone, or are they still in nikah, both of them? Yes, they are still in nikah, both of them. She is still in his nikah. That's the reason she cannot marry anyone else. She has to complete her iddah, then she can marry. If she does nikah in that condition, nikah won't take place. It's a divorce given as a joke. Mom Sahib, I was only joking. Talaq given as a joke takes place. Why? There is hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, salasatun or as-salasatu, the three things. Jidduhunna jid wa hazluhunna jid. Jidduhunna jid wa hazluhunna jid. Either you give in a serious manner, that seriously you gave divorce, of course, has taken place. Jidduhunna jid has taken place. You seriously you gave divorce. Hazl means joking, in a joking manner. Hazluhunna, still jid. It is still seriously you are given divorce. You cannot play around with nikah. And what those three things are? An-nikahu, wat-talaku, wal-itaku. Nikah, you've done nikah. It's not like ata nikah kita tomorrow. Oh, I was only joking, Mom Saab. No. Nikah has taken place. Either you were joking. If I say to anyone here that, and you guys are sitting here, do you accept me in your nikah? Or you give yourself to me in your nikah? And she says yes. She says yes. And you all heard nikah has taken place. You don't need Maulvi for that. It's not because I'm Imam, that's the reason. Any one of you say. And you were nice. You are not sitting here because you want to be witness, but you have become witnesses. As soon someone says to the girl, do you take a girl say to boy say call ijaba kabul. The condition is two witnesses, male adult Muslim witnesses must be there, or two women and one male. It must be there. So if boy and girl said to each other, do you accept me in your nikah? And the girl said, yes, I have accepted you in my nikah. Or do you give yourself in my nikah? Yes, I do give myself in your nikah. Or whoever asks first and whoever says, yes, I done it, with the past tense, and two male witnesses were present there, nikah has taken place. You don't need to read. Khutbah is sunnat here. Juma's khutbah is wajib, but normal khutbah is sunnat. If you have not done khutbah, still nikah has taken place, and haq mer has become wajib upon husband. So you cannot say that I was joking. Condition for divorce to take place is a very important condition, very important. And some people they like go through. I don't know what kind of problem they are going through. You can call it OCD, or you can call it whatever you can call it. Like subhanallah, they always thinking about divorce. Like one guy is messaging me, and he came to meet me as well. Every day message comes, Imam Sahab, I was thinking of giving divorce to my wife. Like in a day, I said, yeah, that's all you think about. I was thinking of giving divorce to my wife. Then I think some words came out from my mouth too, and I was thinking about something else. But I started thinking I gave divorce to my wife. Hey, how did that happen? He said, Imam Sahab, it just happens to me. I'm driving my car, and some guy was fighting with me, and I was thinking about giving divorce to my wife. I said, I love my wife, everything is good, but something is happening. Divorce has taken place. This is the answer. Words of talaq must be said that loud so that he can hear himself. So, very simple, a condition. Don't think wife has to hear the word of divorce. In nikah, she must be taken, she has, her consent is very important. It's obligatory. It must be asked that, do you accept this nikah? Permission is very important. But talaq is only in your hand. As soon you say, I give divorce to my wife, I'm not giving divorce to my wife. I'm just giving you an example, right? As soon you say, and you're sitting in your room, either no fight or anything, and you are sitting there and you said that loud, I give divorce to my wife. Divorce has taken place there and then. There and then divorce has taken place. If you say, I give divorce to my wife 3 times, divorce has taken place 3 times. If you said that loud, that you heard yourself, divorce has taken place. There is no condition that you have to be 2 witnesses there, wife must be listening to you or something. No. Quickly phone your wife, start your iddah, I have given you divorce. Right? But if you're thinking that divorce hasn't taken place. Why? Because you never said it. In Sharia, whenever it says Iqra, read, and say Qul, say, then in dictionary is written, you have to read and say that loud so that you can hear yourself. Namaz, you're reading, that's not namaz. Your namaz never started. Why? Because you never said Allahu Akbar. You thought Allahu Akbar. You never said Allah. One is thinking, one is reading or saying. If you are reading in your mind, the namaz is not accepted. If you read whole Alhamdulillah just thinking, namaz gone to waste. That wasn't namaz at all, but because you missed the whole wajib. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, you missed it. The namaz gone. So whenever Sharia said read or say, you have to say it that loud, that you say that loud that you can hear yourself. Like if you go for nikah and you say to the girl, boy, do you accept this nikah? And he's like, Uttara, you have to say it that loud so they can hear. But there you have to say it with the past tense. And not just you can hear yourself. Witnesses hear you too. That's why whenever I go for nikah, I always say, don't do this. ठीक है, शर्म अपनी जगह था पर इतना शर्म नहीं करनी. Don't do this and don't say yes. Yes is not, it's not enough. You have to say yes, I do, either with the present tense or with the past tense. You have to say yes, I do. मैंने कबूल किया. You have to say it. Otherwise, Imam, if he knows knowledge and he has knowledge, then he will say it. Uttar, say it again and say it aloud so that everyone can hear. Yes, I do. Then nikah will take place. But divorce, you don't need witnesses. You are the only witness. If you said it that loud and you have given divorce, now if you say, no, I'm not going to tell anyone, you are lying to yourself. You're trying to dodge Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah says, I'm closer to your skin as well. I can hear. وَأَسِرُّ قَوْلَكُمْ وَجْهَرُوا بِهِ إِنَّهُ عَلِيمٌ بِذَاتِ الصُّدُورِ. عَلِيمٌ بِذَاتِ الصُّدُورِ. بِذَاتِ الصُّدُورِ. What goes through your mind, I even know that. You have not even said anything, but something went through your mind. I know it. Why? Because thinking is my creation. You cannot see thinking, but that's my creation. I know my every creation. Right? So if you said anything, any word about talaq, divorce has taken place, Hazrat. Divorce given by sign language. Right? Sign language. But that is only for this person. The person who cannot speak, mute his and write. Two conditions. If a person cannot speak and cannot write and he gives divorce by sign language, divorce will take place. Because that's how he can give divorce. This is the only way he can give divorce. And if he can't write, if he can speak, of course he has to say it. And if he can't write and he cannot speak, he has to write down the divorce. Divorce cannot take place by sign language. Like, can't do that. Divorce won't take place. Divorce will only take place if he writes down, then divorce will take place. You remember, those who can speak, their written divorce can take place as well. Inshallah, that will come up. Otherwise, sign language. Next, divorce of a mentally challenged person. Allah. Whenever divorce is taken place, first thing they say, Imam Sahib, man beta gussa chad gaya si. I got so angry that I gave divorce. I said, what do you think that you're trying to say that in anger mode, divorce don't take place? That's what you're trying to say. Now this is the only angry person's divorce don't take place in this condition. The condition I'm going to mention. This is the only condition. Person who has medically certified illness which has caused him to lose his mental capacity, his divorce will not take place. Or is majnoon, pagal, mentally challenged, depending on how mentally challenged the person is, then his divorce will not take place. What is the condition of mentally challenged person? Or he got so angry, either asman, zameen, asman like much. He doesn't even know where he's standing. The girlfriend of you don't even know she's your mother, she's your daughter, who she is, and you were just starting, I'll give you divorce, you're gun to marla. Why? She starts saying all these things. Then that divorce won't take place. That kind of anger. And normally no one goes to the anger, otherwise the person is pagal. He's pagal majnoon. And Rasul Hadith Sharif is that the qalam, the pen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is lifted from children and from majnoon. Majnoon, the one who has mentally, he's not stable. That's the reason qalam is lifted. He read namaz, he doesn't read namaz, he fasts, he doesn't fast, nothing at all he's doing, nothing is counted. Both his divorce, the person who's angry, because I always say that, of course you're going to give divorce when you are angry. It's not like it's birthday, you order a beautiful cake for me, I'll imagine divorce then now. You want a beautiful dudh patti for me, beautiful dudh patti, chini mi badi zabardast, everything amazing. I'd gift you divorce today. No one does that. Always divorce, whenever you give divorce, of course you are on that level, you're really angry, this is when you're going to divorce. Of course divorce will take place. But that level of anger that you don't even know anything. The person, when people phoned me, I said, you had your phone in your hand? He said, yeah. I said, why did you not break your phone then? He said, Mom Sahib, what? I said, you knew that something expensive is in your hand. I don't want to break. So your sense was, he was working. So one guy phoned me, he said, I was driving and gave divorce to my wife, but I was really angry. You know, I mentioned that the one who rolled the window down and he said to his wife who was standing on the footpath in town and talking to another person, and he said, I saw my wife, another man, I rolled the window down, Imam Sahib, I gave her 3 divorces. And then I drove to my house and I got so angry. It's really angry. So in that angry, I said, so you drove back to your house. So your sense was working. You roll the window down, then up, and then drive back as well. And you stopped at the red lights. So your sense was there basically. That kind of person, the divorce will take place, of course. Only that person who's certified what some mental problem, his divorce will not take place. Acha ji, written talaq, written divorce. Can we write down and give divorce? Written talaq will take place even if words were not verbally said. If verbally words are not said, written divorce, it does take place. Talaq sent via messages or any other device will take place. Even if you write a message of talaq but you change your mind and delete it. So you wrote talaq like I give divorce to my wife. You wrote a message and then you change your mind. You said, no. You gave divorce. You are the one who wrote that message. And then you deleted the message. Divorce has taken place. As I said to you before, sending message was for her. You wrote the message. Message is written now. You gave divorce. Divorce has taken place. You have to press send, then divorce will take place. No, send towards Allah is already done because you wrote the message. So divorce will take place. In written talaq, it is necessary that husband admits that he is the one who sent the message. You have to be very careful as well. Maybe someone sent message to you from your husband's number, and then you are like, bori bisra ban kya maan de ka tur gaya pit ko ulta paaya tha. This happened, and then after that you found out it was my friend who sent the message. He was joking, or son wrote a message, or uncle or someone wrote a message just for a joke, April Fool or something. It is haram. You should not be doing that anyway. Many things can happen. So you have to make sure that it is the husband who wrote the message. That's very important. If husband did not write the message, of course, divorce has not taken place. Achha, there is another condition. I think it's not coming up here. Let me give you another condition. One is, he never said it verbally. He never gave divorce verbally. He never wrote anything. The condition I gave you actually yesterday. The girl who threatened her husband that you give me divorce, I'm going to call police. And he said, I'm not going to give divorce. So she's the one who wrote it down on the paper. And he said, do signature here. Do signature or I'm going to call the police that you have been abusing me. And he's the one who messaged me. Then he said, Imam Sahib has the divorce taken place. No. Remember the ruling of the divorce which is already written. This is how divorces take place. When you go to Sharia councils or in Pakistan, when you go to court, divorce forms are already made. And he says, divorce form, clearly said divorce form, me and the name, I give divorce in my fully senses to, after that his name of the her wife is there, how many, 1, 2 or 3, whatever. So he's just going to do signature. That's all he's going to do, just signature. As soon as the signature, divorce has taken place. If person knows that this is the divorce form and I am doing signature on divorce form, then of course divorce will take place. But if he did not know this is a divorce form, someone came and gave me at night time. So some guy messaged me, he said, I was going home, we had fight with my wife, my brother-in-laws came, they picked me up in a car, it was dark, and they said, just make signature here, do signature here on this form. And I did the signature. After I found out it was divorce form, I couldn't even read anything because the dark in the car. Divorce will not take place. If you know this is a divorce form and you're doing signature, then of course divorce will take place. If on the form it is written 1, 2, 3, whatever divorce is written, and you know you're giving 1 or you're giving 2 or you're giving 3, but just doing signature, talaq will take place. If someone forces a husband to write a divorce to his wife, but he had no intention of giving it, and neither did he verbally give it, talaq will not take place. But there is a condition. Read it carefully. If someone forces a husband to write a divorce to his wife, but he had no intention of giving it, neither did he verbally give it. He never said verbally, but he was forced to do signature. Divorce will not take place. He was forced, but he never said anything. He never said anything. You don't say it, and you just made a signature. You did the signature. No, nothing will happen. Okay, 2 kind of words for giving divorce. First one is sarih. Sarih, I'll give you the definition of sarih. Second one is kinaya. The 2 ways you can give divorce. One is sarih, one is kinaya. What is sarih? Sari divorce is the words which are used in Sari divorce are only meant for divorce. Like the word divorce or the word talaq. These are the Sari words. And there might add other as well, but I don't want to go into all those conditions. But Sari words are which are just used for divorce. You cannot say, I didn't have this intention to give divorce. As soon as you say to your wife, I give you divorce, with whatever intention, just leave my house. Oh no, Imam Sahib, I meant to say, leave my house. No, divorce is the word divorce is only used for divorce. You cannot change intention, no matter what intention you had in your mind. You said to your wife, I give you divorce, or I give you talaq. Divorce will take place straight away. Someone asked the husband, have you given divorce to your wife? And he said, yes, I have. Divorce has taken place. Even though he never gave divorce to his wife. But someone asked him, have you given divorce to your wife? And he said, yes, I have. Divorce has taken place, even though he never gave divorce before. Divorce has taken place because he's answering of his question in return of what? The word divorce. Depending on his intention. Question is asking that one divorce will take place or three. If his intention is that I've given three divorces to my wife, three will take place. If his intention is one divorce, then one will take place. Everything depends on husband's intention. Husband did not give talaq to his wife, but he's telling his friends and family members that he has given divorce to his wife. Divorce has taken place. I get phone calls from wives. Wife says, when I ask my husband, have you given me divorce? He says no. But his relatives come to me and they're telling me that my husband has been going to their houses and he's saying to them, I've given divorce to my wife. I've given divorce to my wife. Many times he says, that many times divorce has taken place. If he says to his mom, I have given divorce to my wife. One, the second place. Then second, he go to his sister, I have given divorce to my wife. Two taken place. Third time he says, Kahani khatam. Everything done. Rishta's gone. For divorce to take place, husband must direct the words towards his wife by mentioning her name or pointing towards her with past tense. Just the word talaq is not enough. Now there is another condition now. If husband said talaq won't take place. It all depends on now. In this, only in this case, you have to go and ask him his intention. What do you mean by talaq? Was you scaring her that, oh, you go away or I will give you talaq? You know, there must be tense. I will give you talaq. I have given you divorce. I give you divorce. There must be some tense there and it has to be past tense. In talaq is noun. There is no any tense in it. That I give you divorce. I have given you, but like you said talaq. Why did you say talaq? That you will give talaq if you don't move from away, or you have given divorce. If he says, no, my intention was I will give you divorce, just move away, then divorce won't take place. Even though he said talaq won't take place. It depending on his intention. If you ask him, you want you to give you divorce, he said, yes, I want you to give you divorce. That's the way I said talaq. He has opened up his intention. Now divorce has taken place. Fight was going on. This is very important. Fight was going on between husband and wife. Wife, they do say it. And then after that, they run after Imam Sahib. Imam Sahib, I don't know why I said it. So why did you say it then? Don't say this kind of thing. Why are you encouraging your husband to say these things? Plus, it's already the condition, the situation heated up. And then, of course, why is he going to say? It's going to give you divorce. Fight was going on between husband and wife. Wife said, why don't you give me 3 divorces? If husband replies, I have given them to you. Or here, have them. 3 divorces have taken place. Because he's saying in the answer of the question which was asked by wife with Sari words, why don't you give me 3 divorces? He said, okay, there you go then. Okay, I've given you. He never said divorce. Because she said, why don't you give me divorce? He said, yeah, that's fine. I've given you then. All 3 divorces will take place. You have to be, don't play with this word. This word is very dangerous. Very dangerous. You cannot say after that, Imam Sahib, I meant to say, in divorce word, there is no meaning. Wife said, I've given divorce to myself. And if husband replies by accepting it, divorce will take place. So don't play around with these words or joke. I'll finish with this. Kinaya divorce. It's very, simple. Kinaya is the words which are used in Kinaya divorce. They are not used for giving divorce. They are normal, like, leave my house. There are about 73 sentences are written in our books. 72. Yeah, go to your mom's house. Leave my house. Get lost. Right? And many, go do iddah. And there are many other words that are written in our books. So the words which are not used for divorce, the kinaya divorce, but they are used for other meanings. But divorce can take place with these words though. With how? With the intention of the husband. Whenever he says to his wife was saying that something was going on, and he said, "Why don't you leave this house then? Go to your mom's house." He'll be asked then, "You meant to give divorce?" And if he said, "No, no, no, I was just saying, why don't you go to your mom's house for holidays or something?" That's what I was saying. Even though fight was going on, there was a fight going on. Everything is to divorce it, and he's sitting there and he's saying that you go to your mom's house, and banda, how have you given divorce? Pagal ho gaya, divorce. We're not talking about divorce. I just said to her, holidays are coming, take your kids. But they were fighting. And he says, "Why don't you go to your mom's house?" And now you ask, what do you mean? Go do iddah. Then you have to ask intention as well. If he said, "No, no, no, I'm just saying these things. I don't want to give divorce," then divorce won't take place. Everything depends on husband's intention in kinaya. Kinaya divorce in husband's intention. He never used the word divorce. The same thing what I mentioned before. The question is saying that they were fighting, and he said to her, she never demanded the divorce as well. She never demanded the divorce, and he said to her, "Why don't you leave the house, go to your mom's house, give some break, let's give some time to our relationship. Maybe we can reconcile things and all that." And divorce is not taking place. You have to ask him though. You have to ask him that what is your intention of sending your wife to her parents' house for divorce. He said no, divorce won't take place. Those words are achal valo. Go get lost, go to your parents' house, leave this house, I've separated myself from you. About, I don't know if it's over 60, 70, those words are, but only few are mentioned here. In the return of that, when wife says, "I'm leaving, going, give you divorce," something like that, then you say, "Go get lost," all this stuff, and you have to ask the intention. Both husband and wife were fighting. This is very important. That's a little bit different. It was very important. Both husband and wife were fighting, and talaq conversation was going on. The talaq conversation is going on, but divorce was going on. And wife said, "Why don't you leave me then?" She never said, "Give me divorce." She said, "Why don't you leave me then?" Husband replied, "Go, get lost, go to your parents, leave this house. I've separated myself from you. Talaq has taken place." No intention will be asked now here. No, why? Because divorce conversation was going on. Divorce conversation. "Why don't you leave me?" Leave me? What do you mean leave me? It's not like, "Why don't you drop me?" One is, "Why don't you drop me to my parents' house?" One is, "Why don't you leave me?" मुझे छोड़ क्यों नहीं देते फिर? उर्दू में तो इसका ये मतलब होता है, छोड़, हस्बैंड को कहना मुझे छोड़ क्यों नहीं देते, इसका मतलब तो यही हो गया ना कि आप मुझे तलाक क्यों दे देते हो आप। तो बंदा कहे जी कि मैंने ठीक है फिर मैंने छोड़ दिया, तो इसका मतलब क्या बनता है? कोई और मतलब तो ले ही नहीं सकते इससे। या तुम चली जाओ मेरे घर से, फिर अपने घर में चली जाओ, तुम जाके अपनी इद्दत गुजार लो जाके अपने माँ बाप के घर में। तो ये इन तमाम बातों से क्या मतलब निकल रहा है? इन तमाम बातों से यही मतलब निकल रहा है कि उसने तलाक देने की नीयत थी। इस मामले में सिर्फ इस कंडीशन में अब हस्बैंड की इंटेंशन, उसकी नीयत का अंदाज़ा नहीं लगाया जाएगा। ना तलाक के वर्ड में, तलाक जब बंदा तलाक दे देता है फिर तो नीयत का काम ही नहीं है इसमें। मगर किसी ने किनाया वर्ड के साथ जब तलाक की बात चल रही हो, उस वक्त उसने कहा दिया कि जब ठीक है, उसके आंसर में, उसके जवाब में, बीवी के जवाब में उसने कह दिया कि ठीक है तुम निकल जाओ, चली जाओ। अब भी इंटेंशन का नहीं पूछा जाएगा, क्योंकि उसने उसके जवाब में कहा मुझे छोड़ क्यों नहीं देती हो फिर, और मैंने छोड़ दिया मैंने, अब घर चली जाओ, अपनी अम्मी के घर चली जाओ, अपनी इद्दत गुजार लो। तो कहानी वहीं पे ख़त्म है। और एक किनाया डिवोर्स। अच्छा, मैं एक और बात बताना आया कि when talaq is given with kinaya word, this is very important. When talaq is given with kinaya words, then talaq bain take place. Talaq bain means it cuts your relationship straight away. You cannot go back to this husband. You have to do nikah with this husband. We'll talk about inshallah bain talaq. That's the next one. Two types of divorces: talaq raji and talaq bain. This is very important. But when you said some words to your wife, what kind of word did you say? Then she will fall in the category of either talaq bain or talaq raj'i or talaq mughallaz. No, talaq mughallaz, talaq bain as well. So two kinds of talaq. Talaq bain, finish relationship straight away, gone, finish. And talaq raj'i, you still can take your wife back in your nikah. Without nikah, you can take your wife. And it's not you have to ask her permission. She cannot give you no permission. Your husband can say, "I'll take you back," and you can take back. Inshallah, we'll continue from here tomorrow. The next subject is going to be two types of divorces: talaq raj'i, revocable divorce. You can take your wife back, And talaq-e-bain, you cannot take your wife back unless you do nikah with her. But there is another talaq-e-bain, you can't even do nikah with her. Can't even do nikah with her. Unless she goes and she does nikah with someone else, then iddah, and then she come back, halala process. Inshallah, we'll talk about that some other time. Ji, any questions? No, you have to ask his intention. मैंने तुम्हें फारा किया. You have to ask his intention that what did you mean? Do you mean that you want to give me divorce? He said yes. That 3 divorces have taken place. If he denies it, then it's not taken place because his intention, isn't it? It's his intention. If he says no, I didn't mean that, and divorce hasn't taken place. If even though he denies it, husband denies giving divorce, wife is saying, he said to me, I give you divorce, I give you divorce. And still husband denies it. No, I never said it. I never said that. Now it depending on wife. Wife says, no, mom sab qasam he said it. Qasam he said it. I said, now, normally when divorce is given, you listen to husband, because Sharia says, try to protect the relationship. Because Islam is very, lenient, very easygoing. That's the reason I said that listen to husband. Even though he's lying or whatever, you listen to husband, not wife. But for wife, it is hukam that if you 100% yes, he said it, go take khula then. Go to Sharia council. Because you are the only person who knows he gave divorce. You're the only person who heard these words. You're the only person. Not me, not anyone else. And he's lying. There was no other one. And you have no witnesses. That's fine if you think, no, he definitely said it. And go and go to Sharia council and take khula. You can do that. Khula. We're going to talk about khula. What is khula? Chalo, you can read this from here. Let me tell you khula. Ladies, they go for Sharia council that my husband is not giving me divorce. So that's the reason I need to take divorce. He's not giving me divorce, and he's abusive as well. Maybe physically, he's abusing her, or verbally he's abusing her, mentally he's abusing her. However he's abusing her, if she wants to take divorce, she has to go to Sharia council, right? Now, ladies, they start calling it khula. It's not khula. What is khula? Khula is between husband and wife. Khula is not between husband, wife and Sharia council. Sharia council has got nothing to do with khula. We say it, we just give that name, khula. Khula is something else. This is what is khula, real khula. When husband is not leaving wife wants to leave him, no matter whatever the reason is, she just wants divorce. So she says, I'll give you my car, anything, wealth, I'll give you £10,000, whatever haq mahr was, let's say £5,000, £10,000, I'll give you back, or this house is yours. In exchange, when you give something very really high price, and in exchange husband gives divorce, that is called khula. Khali ho jana, apne jaan choda lena khamand ko. The khamand say, husband says, I will give you divorce, but give the haq mahr back. So some ulama, they say, no, haq mahr is your haq, you cannot give back. Yeah, she cannot give back, it is her haq. But if husband says, I'll give you divorce, but you have to give me something. Give me the new laptops you bought for £2,000. Anything which is called wealth. If he says, give me that, I'll give you divorce. The divorce has taken place. As soon as she gives, and he gives the money, he gives the divorce. Divorce has taken place. It's called khula. Now the khula is buying as well. It's not raji talaq. He cannot take you back now. Within iddah. When can he take you back? He has to do nikah with you. Then he can take you back. Because khula is buying talaq as well. Yes. The question is that husband gave gold to wife, however in jahez or in haq mahr, however. Now she has spent that gold, she gave it to someone and she got, let's say, new car or whatever she got it. But the gold is not there. Now husband says, I want that gold. Then I will give you divorce. The ziddi hai fir. I want the gold, but the gold is not there. What do you want me to do? The gold, take the car then. Sell the car and get your gold back. Go buy gold or whatever you want to do. If he says, give me gold. Now gold is basically it's wealth. So tell him, why, okay, you want gold, how much? 8 tola, 10 tola, whatever I gave you, why? Now I'm going to give you the money equal to that. Whatever the price of the gold is today, then you can go and buy gold. Simple. So whatever he's asking for, give him, but give him in cash. But if he says, no, I want that gold, or I'm not going to give you divorce, no, I will never give you divorce. That's fine. Tell him, don't give me divorce. I'll go and take first nikah. तेरा गोल्ड भी गया, तेरी कैश भी गई, तेरे को क्या लबड़ लगा? मैं तो तलाक रब ही जानी है. How? Now let's go to the next one. But let me just tell you first, khula is when husband takes something from wife and wife gives him, in exchange he gives divorce. That is called khula. There is no Sharia counsel in this. Next one. And as he says at the end, it is talaq-e-bain as well. Khula is talaq-e-bain. Bain, finish, cut off. He cannot take wife back unless he does nikah with her. Okay, it's not like rajai talaq. Then he can take his wife back within iddah. No, he cannot take his wife back within iddah. Achha, next one is fasakh nikah. This has to do with Sharia counsel. Taking talaq through Sharia counsel. Now let's say husband is abusive towards you, or husband is however he's abusing you, or he is not even abusing you. I've mentioned many times before, even though let's say you don't like him, somehow, whatever the reason is, I don't know, he's not giving you no talaq-e-raj'i, he's not giving you talaq-e-mughallaz, which is talaq-e-bain, he's not ready to do khula, nothing at all. Now last resort for you guys is fasakh nikah. So women have all the rights. It's not like woman says we have no right in Islam. Wow, husband can do this to me. Well, you have no knowledge, then why are you blaming Islam then? Go and learn knowledge. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you all the rights. If husband is abusive, go take fasakh nikah. How? Found Sharia counsel. Tell them, look, one Sharia counsel is Dewsbury, one Sharia counsel is Birmingham Sharia counsel. Anyone who phones me, I give them 4. One is here, Qadri Jiraniya Mosque. And all of them, you just put the name there and the number will come up. And one is in Didsbury. I know it's a different sect. One Wahhabi, Deobandi. But when it comes to nikah, fasakh nikah, everyone works same. It's not this has to do with some aqidah. When you found them, Sharia counsel, they ask you, what's the matter? Then you tell them, no lie. You're not going to lie to them. If you lie to them, of course, they're going to give you divorce according to the situation. They are giving you divorce, but divorce won't take place if you're lying. No, but my husband is abusive towards me and he's not abusive. My husband is this, my husband is not doing anything. My husband doesn't pay towards my house, because these are the reasons you can take divorce. You're lying. Divorce won't take place. Why don't you take the right way? Why are you, first of all, degrading that respectful person? Why are you doing this? Rasulullah, Quran says that if you don't like someone, your wife, let them go. How? Bil ma'roof. Bil ma'roof, peacefully, with good manner, with dignity, with respectful manner. Let them go. And if you want to stop them, again, bil ma'roof, stop them with dignity, with respect. So don't degrade someone. First of all, it won't take place. Divorce won't take place. Why don't you use the right way? Tell them, look, he is fulfilling my expenses, my physical needs. He's fulfilling my all the spiritual, whatever needs are there. Mental, he's very good with me, talks to me, kids, expenses, everything he's doing. I just don't like him. I like someone else. That's fine. That happened in time of Rasulullah. A woman came to Rasulullah. She said, Ya Rasulullah, I don't like this man. I just like him. He's very good. He loves me. He's an amazing person. But the wording of hadith is that I feel like spitting on his face. This is what the Sahabiya said. I feel like spitting on his face. And then Rasulullah said, that's fine, that's okay, break your relationship. Right? Because you don't like living with him. Why you want to go through all the depression, anxiety? Nowadays people say, no, but you cannot do that. You cannot do it. He's fulfilling everything. You have to stay with him. Why are you making this poor woman stay with the man? She doesn't want to stay. And then what's going to happen? She's not going to fulfill his needs, spirit or whatever the physical needs, because she doesn't want to go near him. So she will become gunegar. He'll become gunegar just because of what? You're this fatwa, because he's fulfilling your expenses, he's fulfilling your physical needs, everything. You have to stay with him. But I don't like this guy. Then what? When you don't like someone, can you really stay with him for even 10 minutes in the room? And here you are saying you have to stay with the person all your life. Day, night, whenever, weekend, you're in one house. What's going to happen? Fight and fight and fight. To save each other, you can, the woman, they can take divorce if husband, first of all, go to your husband. Tell him, give me divorce. If he doesn't give you divorce, ask him, give me khula, I'll give you something. If he doesn't listen, then of last resort, go to Sharia counsel. You just put down in your Google, Sharia counsel for khula, and all the Sharia counsel will come up. They charge you, I think, £380, some £300, some £200. Then they will take all the situation. Then they will contact your husband. They will contact your husband behalf of you, Right, this is the story they gave us. We want you to come here and attend. She is coming as well. First, they will try to reconcile things. Once you come there, you sit down. They try to talk to you. You'll say, "No, matter is done. That's fine. That's okay." Or maybe they're not going to call you, but they will say to him, "What do you think in this?" If he doesn't answer his phone, if he does not, respond of letters, if they're going to send one time letter, second time or email, and third time or phone, 1, 2, or 3. If he does not respond, nothing at all, then Sharia Council, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given ijazat to him, whoever the mufti is there, he can give divorce to this woman behalf of her husband, acting as a husband. So Sharia can give divorce. Why? Because this guy is not giving divorce. He's abusive or whatever he's doing. He's not paying no, money toward the food or anything. You cannot, Sharia cannot leave that woman with the man. This woman's gonna die. Her children are gonna die. So we need to give her divorce. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, my Sharia, my Quran is saying, give divorce to this woman and free that woman so that she can live peacefully. Islam has given you a lot of rights. Those people who don't tell you these things, they do wrong. Like, let me tell you, it's not added here. Tafweeze talaq. That's one of another thing. You can give divorce to yourself when at the time of nikah, when the girls they do nikah, once the nikah has taken place, there and then, actually in Pakistan, they formed, it is written already, tafweeze nikah. You know what they do? They just cut it off quickly. They just cut it off. They just cut it off, so they don't even have to ask woman. No, it's wrong. Our scholar is wrong. Ask her, do you want this right of giving divorce to yourself? Of course, you have to take permission from husband, because only husband can give right of giving divorce to someone, because that is his right. So at the time when the nikah is done, in our nikah papers here, it doesn't say here, but the time of nikah, you can say that, do you give right of divorce to your wife as well? Then he says, yes, I give right of divorce to my wife, either 1 or 2 or 3, whatever. Then she can give divorce to herself whenever she wants to. But that does not mean that husband cannot give divorce now. Husband can give divorce as well. But at the same time, her wife can give divorce to herself as well, that I give divorce to myself. I give 3 divorces to myself. Divorce has taken place. Because it's called tafweeze nikah. This is a whole chapter in our Fiqhi books. So a woman can give divorce, but she has to take the right from her husband at the time of nikah, or just after nikah, or whenever. Once the nikah is taken, but after the whenever she can take. As soon as husband gives the right to wife, she can give divorce. Like halala, when the woman do halala, that's another way you can do that. When women do halala, basically they want to go another husband, they married to another husband, and they are scared that maybe they're not going to leave us after that. And that happens many times when they go and they marry other man, so that they can go back to their ex-husband. After 3 divorces, they can go back to their husband. What the other husband does, the present husband, it doesn't leave. At that time, when people say, but he's not going to leave us, what are we going to do? Take tafweeze talaq. If he's not giving you tafweeze talaq, that means he doesn't want to leave you. If he gives you tafweeze talaq, basically the right of giving divorce. Tafweeze means right of giving divorce to yourself. If he gives you, that's fine. As soon physical relationship has taken place, after that, you can give divorce to yourself. Perfectly fine. Next night or next day or after next day, you can give divorce to yourself. But this is Fasakh nikah what I talk about. What is zihar? I don't think you need to go in zihar. No one does nowadays. Let me just give you, actually there is one condition there. The condition is, people, they normally ask, I said to my wife, you look like my mother. I always say to my wife that the way you look after me is like you are my mother. Plus kapde, istri, har cheese, everything, khana jana. I can't even enter in a kitchen. I can't even iron my clothes. I don't know how to iron my clothes. I actually ironed once and I burnt the jubba. And she got so angry. He said, from now on, you can't touch the jubba. Nothing at all. So here, my mom used to do everything. My mom passed away. I got married and I was like, Subhanallah, Allah took my one mom and Allah gave me five. So the way she, alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless her. So, since you said accidentally to your wife that, oh man, you look like my, not look like, you like my sister. Like, in what sense? They're saying, the way you look after me, the way you look after my food, the way you eat or something, or you like my mom, that the way my mom makes food. In all these things, you are saying that, you look at my mother. But when you want to give divorce with the intention of divorce, some men, they cannot say a word of divorce because they are scared or something. Just to give her divorce, They say from now on you are to me like my mother is to me. Like my mother is haram for me, the same as that you are haram to me. This is called zihar. In time of Rasulullah before, zihar, whenever someone does zihar, he cannot take the wife back, haram forever. But then one woman came and her husband gave divorce to her. He did zihar to her, and she went to Rasulullah. It is all the conversation is Quran Pak. Amazing. Woman, Qasam say with it, how Allah is close to you. She came to Rasulullah for fighting a case, and she came to Rasulullah inside the house and said, Ya Rasulullah, my husband is zihar with me, I've got kids. No, how can I go back to my husband now? Rasulullah said, quiet. So I can't do anything, can I? Quran says, zihar, completely haram now. You can never go back to your husband. And the woman started crying and wailing, and Rasulullah, Aisha Siddiqa was saying that. And she was just, combing Rasulullah's hair. And I can't really do anything, can I? And then she was saying, Ya Rasulullah, please do something. Ya Rasulullah, please do something. And Rasulullah went in the state, when Wahi comes, Rasulullah goes in the state that he wouldn't talk to anyone. Because Wahi is coming now. Quran is revealing upon Rasulullah. Aisha Siddiqa said, oh, be quiet, Wahi is revealing, be quiet. So she started wailing even more now. I don't know, it's going to be in my right or it's going to be against me. We don't know. So she started wailing. As soon as the Wahi finished, Rasulullah said, Subhanallah, when you was fighting with me, arguing with me, Allah was listening all your arguments. And Allah sent this ayat. And then ayat came of zihar, that once someone has done zihar with his wife, kafara is 2 months fast. You have to fast. The man has to fast for 60 days. At the pai phas jande. So he has to fast for 60 days. Anyway, read from here. Saying to your wife with the intention of talaq, that to me you are like my mother or sister or anyone who's mahram to him, my puppy, my khala. And his intention is I want to give divorce. That's the intention. Zihar will take place. Intention of talaq is must. Once you have done zihar, you can't have physical relationship with your wife until you have given kafara. Who has to give kafara? Man has to give kafara. Kafara is 2 months fast. Zihar or divorce does not take place by calling your wife mother, daughter or sister, but it is makruh. It is disliked. Don't call your wife, you are my mother, you are my mother. Like my mother, different thing. You are my mother, you are my sister. Saying that is makruh, you shouldn't say that. But with the intention of divorce will take place. Acha ji. Next one. Nikah muta. Now, I was going to finish where I've finished the last slide. But one of my teacher, he reminded me today, he said, Imam Sahib, please do talk about muta as well. Muta, Shia Hazrat, they still carry on muta. Muta was jais one time, in the time of Rasulullah, only for 3 days it was halal. But after that, the ruling was lifted. Our scholar said it was only a test for ummah. Are they going to listen to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or not going to listen to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? So, Ahl Sunnah wal Jamaat, muta is not jais now. What is muta? Muta is basically that you say to other woman that istamta, or I'll take mata means taking benefit from other person, that I will use you. It's not, no nikah is taken place, nothing at all, no nikah. You just going to have physical relationship with the woman, and you can leave her whenever you want to. Okay, done. Now she's gone, you can go to another one. Why? Okay, that's fine. She's gone, you can do another one. That's a muta. That was only time of Rasulullah. 3 days it was halal because they went somewhere very far. Wives were not there, but that was only for 3 days. Rasulullah said, muta was halal for me. It has taken, I say, lifted. Muta is not jais now. But Shia Hazrat, they still do it. That's fine. We're not talking about Shia Hazrat. We're talking about ourselves. Ahl Sunnah wal Jamaat, no muta. Muta is haram. Can't do muta. Now, next one is nikah muwaqqat. What is nikah muwaqqat? What I mentioned before, when you go for, to do halala and you go do nikah, like proper nikah is done everything, but then you put the time there, muwaqqat, with the time condition is there. I'm marrying you for 1 month. I'm marrying you for 2 months. I'm marrying you for 1 year. That's it. Once 1 year is finished, I will leave you. You can go your way, I can go my way. Nikah is done properly. You are good. 2 witnesses are there, Hakmar is there, everything is there. So, but this nikah is, Maulumadin said, this nikah is haram. You can't do that. You cannot put time there. You're ruining woman's life. Next one is same as this. This is happening nowadays, and a lot of countries they're giving ijazat as well, to especially to students, uni students coming from other country, or the people who come from other country for 5 years in this country. Misyar, or in Arabic it's called zawaje misyar. that they're taking the benefit from woman. They do nikah, but in this nikah, woman stays her parents' house, husband stays wherever he's staying, in uni campus or wherever they are. So because they cannot fulfill their physical needs, 5 years, no marriage, wife is maybe back home, or wife, there's no wife, and in this country maybe he cannot control himself. The wife takes all the rights, she forgives all the rights of non-nafka. You don't have to provide for me. Husband won't provide for anything for wife. No providing shelter, no money, no expenses, nothing. She's just staying her parents' house, and he is wherever he is. Whenever they want to fulfill the physical needs, they both meet at some place. Physical needs done, that's fine, that's okay. You go to your house, I'll go to my house. Our scholar says, what is the difference between this nikah and adultery? No difference at all. We can say this is called zina bil mal. That you are doing zina, you're paying her, you're doing zina. Adultery, you're doing, that's all you're doing. Our scholars say it's guna, sakhat guna. Because some Sunnah wal Jamaat scholars, they were saying as well, why are you not making this halal or something? They said, we can't do that. Like, he has no responsibility of the girl. He is ruining that girl. Then the girl will do no have nikah and walk with someone else. Basically, she's doing business now. She's earning money through this business. If the girls start doing that, then where all the dignity of the woman gone? They say, okay, that's fine. And boys, they will never do nikah, a proper nikah. They will, okay, if I can get girl through this, and girls can say, if I can get boys through this, so what's the point of me doing nikah? One day this boy, one day that boy. So it's total guna. So nikah muta, nikah muwakkat, and nikah misyar. They all haram. Kind of all three are kind of same thing. You cannot do that in Ahl Sunnah wal Jamaat. All three nikahs are haram. There's only one nikah which is halal. That is, you marry some woman, man marries a woman in the presence of two witnesses. They have to be male, adult Muslims. If not, then two females and one male. But Sunnah is having two adult Muslim males present there, and all of them, girl and boy, has to be present in majlis in one place. Not video calling. Video calling nikah don't take place in one majlis. Majlis has to be same. Majlis is a condition. Majlis is one gathering. In that gathering, let's say here in this room, two witnesses are here and boy is here. But normally, girl is not here. Girl is in next room. But girl's wakil is here, the one on behalf of her who's doing nikah. Normally, when you probably see, when I go or anyone, they go to do nikah in hotels or house, girl is in separate room, boy is in a separate room. So Maulvi Sahib, Imam Sahib, he goes to girl, he takes permission. He said, do you give me permission so that I can conduct your nikah with such and such person? She says, yes, I give you permission. Now I am her wakil. Behalf of her, now she can go out of the country whenever. I'm here now. Behalf of this girl, I do nikah with this man. I said, I'm conducting your nikah of my muakkila, the one who gave me ijazat. This is the name with you in the presence of these two witnesses. Do you accept it? And he said, yes, I do. So same as that, if someone wants to do nikah, let's say in Pakistan, boy is here, girl is in Pakistan, he can phone his chacha, he can phone anyone. He doesn't have to be wakil or something, his blood relationship, anyone, his friend. Look, go to this house and look at the girl. If you think girl is right, everything fine. Of course, it's girl is, either boy can do wakil or girl can do wakil. Go and you can do nikah behalf of me. Or girl is here and boy is in Pakistan. They can phone to their family members or anyone. Why, okay, that's fine. We know you very well. Go to their house and I make you my wakil. I give you my permission that you can do my nikah with this person. Then that person in that majlis is acting like this girl. Basically doing her nikah. But video calling, nikah won't take place. And even nowadays you can see video calling, girl look like a boy and boy look like a girl. The app is out. One Mufti Sahib, I think in Pakistan, he gave fatwa. He said, yeah, video calling nikah can take place and many problems are happening. The person look like same is totally different person when you go and see him. Because app is different. Nowadays video calling and all the stuff is coming out and all that fraud is happening. Never take the risk. So condition of marrying is both witnesses have to be there. Girl and boy have to be there. or girl's wakil or boy's wakil, the one who's doing nikah on behalf of him or her, they have to be there. That's all they need, not too many people. Just to go boy and girl. You don't need imam. You don't need to read kalme. You don't need to khutbah is sunnah. Even though if you don't do khutbah, still nikah is done. As I mentioned that day, if I, or let's say some girl is sitting there, and if I say to her, do you accept me in your nikah? And she says, yes, I do. Nikah has taken place because you are listening. Your adult Muslim is sitting here, even though you are not sitting for this nikah. As soon as I say to her, do you accept me in your nikah? And she says, yes, I do, with the past tense. And you guys are listening. Nikah has taken place. That's what scholar says. If bus is going and boy and girl are sitting there, and their adult male Muslims are sitting there, and any girl and boy says, do you accept me in your nikah? I say, yes, I do. Nikah has taken place. It's not a joke. Definitely nikah has taken place. Now you have to give divorce. Now that girl, if he goes on, we were joking. That girl's gone home. She's his wife. If she goes and does nikah with someone else, girl cannot do nikah upon nikah with anyone else. She's for life his wife. So many problems. They actually happen in our Staji when we were reading this subject. Our teacher, he told us about this in one incident in his village happened. Time ago, boys and girls used to play together. The minds were clean, everything. So them boys and girls, they were adults as well. They were 12, 13 years old, 14 years old. They were playing together in a village. And then they started playing marriage. Like, let's say, husband and wife khed hain. So they started doing nikah. They didn't know anything. Why? Okay, that's fine. Do you accept me in your nikah? She said, yeah, I accept you in nikah. Now, all about 7, 6 boys are there, 7 girls are there. If they want to say to each other, do you accept me in your nikah? They say, yeah, I accept you in my nikah. And you are my wife now? Yeah, I'm your wife. Okay. Everyone heard? They both have become husband and wife. They both have become husband and wife. Then somehow when they went home, someone said something. And my Staji's father, he heard. My Staji's father, he heard that happened. And he said, call all them boys and all those girls. They all are adult and the nikah is done. According to this hadith. Which hadith? The one I gave you yesterday. As-salasatu. There are 3 things. Jidduhunna jid wa hazulunna jid. Either you in a jokingly you done something, or in a serious manner you did it. That will take place. An-nikahu, one is nikah. Wa talaku, one talaq. And one is itaq, freeing slave. Freeing slave, of course, not slaves are here. But if you say to your boy, I'll give you a divorce, you cannot say after that, oh, I was only joking. The divorce has taken place. Oh, I've taken during my nikah and 2 gawahan are there, and girl is there. She says, yes, I do. She has to say, yes, I do. Nikah has taken place. That's it. You don't have to read kalme. Yeah, khutbah you want to do, that's fine. You can say, you can read Surah Fatiha and Durood Sharif or something. That's fine. Khutbah taken place. But Jummah khutbah is wajib. Normal khutbah, which is the khutbah of nikah, that is sunnah. That is sunnah. You can do that, but if you don't do it, still nikah has taken place. Haq mahr you can mention as well, but if you don't mention haq mahr, dowry, minimum haq mahr becomes wajib. About 40, 50 pound minimum, that becomes wajib upon you anyway. That okay? They all got married to each other, they all called all of them. They said, come here. Who said to who? Who said to who? Of course, they were playing together. Of course, the wife, husband is sitting here. But they knew who they said it to. The good thing is they knew who they said it to. Otherwise, of course, they will have to say, why one boy come and give divorce to all of them? Of course, whoever you married, the divorce has taken place. And you say to all of them, but they all knew who we married to. So we said, give a divorce. So give a divorce. Now you go and fulfill iddah. There's so many problems. It's not Sharia, it's not a joke. Because these are very authentic. People say, no, Imam Sahib, that's extreme. Well, you can see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of judgment. This is extreme or it's not extreme. Because hadith of Rasulullah is there. Jidduhunna jid wa hazuluhunna jid. You say it jokingly or you say it in a serious manner. It has taken place, done, finished job. Next subject is, what's the point of studying next subject? Do you want me to do next subject tomorrow? Yeah. Do you want me to come tomorrow? Tomorrow's subject is going to be good though. I don't know why I didn't do that one first. It just came in mind that why there is one is post-divorce. That's very good as well. The amazing post-divorce one is. That many girls from here in this Laka, they told me, they said, that was the subject, the post-divorce one. That was subject. Some many girls from this area and around, they messaged me, they said, we need to tell our mothers. They always cursing us that tu divorce like mothers are doing these things. Like mothers have no shame that you're saying to your own daughter that she's going to go through trouble. Another thing is that, let me tell you, Some girls after this, they came to me. They said, Imam Sahab, my mom is giving me divorce, only always cursing me because of doing this. So my father is cursing me because I'm not listening to them, because I'm not marrying to the person, the one they want to. The curse is going to be on me. They always give me badwa. Remember the concept of badwa, curse, and kufr. When someone says you are kafir, remember that. And you've probably seen that as well in your family. The one who gives all a badwa, buri dua to the person, or he always cursing at the person. Look at him, his face, no noor on his face. He's in all a messed up condition, and the person is messed up as well. Never happy. The people are always cursing. Why? The concept of divorce, the concept of curse and badwa and kufr is when you curse someone and you give badwa to someone and he has not done anything. The curse goes towards the person, badwa goes towards the person, and kufr coming from Rasulullah, kufr goes towards the person. And if he has not done anything, that kufr, that badwa, and that curse will come back to you and it will fall upon you. The curse is on you. So whenever someone curses you and you 100% know you haven't done, remember the curse actually is cursing upon himself. But dua is going. There is no dua which is bad, but dua is zarar, we can say. The dua of a calamity, you can say this happened to you, that happened to you, and you haven't done anything. So it's not like Allah subhanahu is zalim. No, mom has given this dua now, I have to fulfill. Why? Because she's mother. Nah. The mother is going to get the same dua on herself. Mora is living a beautiful life. She's always doing this, and her life is messed up. She's always cursing her son, and son is every day, going up and up in his dunya and akhirah as well. He's reading Nimazah, going for Umrah, such a good person, I even know. But she's always cursing him. She's always in some illness, always on the bed. Why? Because you are cursing actually upon yourself. You are giving dua zarar, you are giving dua zarar to yourself. Kufr, many big muftiyane ikram, they don't talk about these things. When it comes to kufr, someone does something, no, you are a kafir. Rasulullah says, if some Muslim says to another Muslim, you are kafir, one of them definitely has to become kafir. Kufr will go towards him. He hasn't done anything. Kufr will go towards sky, find the doors are closed because he wants to hide. I want to go somewhere. Comes down towards the earth, he wants to go down, doors are closed. And he goes towards the person, he becomes kafir. This hadith of Rasulullah, we have to be very careful calling someone kafir. If you said someone kafir, then read kalima. You have to read kalima. Ihtiyati taur pe lazmi kalma pad le. Because everything is gone. And once you become kafir, what happens? Nikah is done as well, gone. If you are married, go do tajdid nikah with your wife. In Sharia, there is no joke. Sharia, don't play with Sharia. There is no joke in Sharia. Few things when they come, I always say, don't talk about this. Stay away from those girls, the boys who are always joking about Quran, Prophet, Taqdeer, destiny. That is belief. You have to believe in destiny. Books, God, angels, and Akhirah. Don't joke about Akhirah. No, it's okay. Akhirah will do this. It's okay. That's fine. Because Kuffar used to make fun of Akhirah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said there is a tree in a Jahannam. You will have to eat that. Our camels in this dunya, they eat the same tree. Who will be able to eat that tree? You think that my azab on the day of judgment is going to be easy? Don't adopt the habits of kuffar. You can't do that. Inshallah, tomorrow we'll be doing the rights and the responsibilities of daughters. Let me just give you the what's going to be there. Adopt your religion completely. These are the rights. Equal rights. Daughters' education. Daughters' Islamic education. Daughters' right in inheritance. Choosing husband. The responsibility of a daughter now. Now you should be seeing it too. The responsibilities of the daughters. भांडे धोने, होवर करना, बारियां साफ करनियां, windows cleaning. No, I'm only kidding. Responsibility to cover herself. Keep the dignity. We'll talk about all this in detail. How you can taking care of her family. Loyal to her husband. And all these points that I mentioned. Know your boundaries. Yep. And then, Ameen. We'll finish here. Inshallah. So, these are the things we'll be, inshallah, mentioning tomorrow. Make sure and encourage everyone to come. It's a very good subject. Okay, ji? Jazakallah khair. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq to understand our deen. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our efforts that we're sitting here and all the 10 days. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed us to do this. It is always fazl of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Remember always, it's the fazl of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that Allah gave us this fazl that we have come here. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it wasn't fazl of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we would be just messing about outside, doing something. Through us, knowledge is going somewhere else as well. People are watching as well. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq to learn more and more knowledge of deen. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq, especially we learn our responsibilities. We learn the responsibilities Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us. And we learn our rights towards other people. That is very important. We know others' rights upon us, but we don't know our rights upon others, like parents. Parents say, Mom, sir, tell him to what are the rights of parents. Did you know your rights towards him? Do you know your right towards him? No, I'm talking about this. And when the kids come, what they say, Mom, sir, tell my parents what are my rights upon them or their rights upon me. Because subhanallah, like everyone's going round and round. Their responsibility, their rights. Everyone talking about their own, rights upon other person upon them. क्या उसने मेरे लिए करना है, तुमने क्या करना है जो किसी के लिए, वो कोई भी नहीं पूछता. उसकी वजह पता क्या है, फिर करना पैना. याद रखियो, असि पाकिस्तान आते हैं चलो मजाक ना आते सा कि यार सीख लिया ना तो करना पड़ेगा, तो पढ़ो ही ना, सीखो ही ना, करना ही नहीं पैना लगा. No. Then when I read that if the person who doesn't learn knowledge, this obligate knowledge, we have double punishment for him. One, committing sin because he did not know, so he committed sin. Second, why he did not learn knowledge about this? This is only about obligatory knowledge. Because it's coming from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Talabul ilmi faridatun ala kulli muslimin wal muslimat. Learning knowledge, farida, obligatory. Learning, applying is another. Learning knowledge is obligatory upon you. So if you have not applied upon yourself, like namaz, all the rulings, learning rulings, not just me. You have to learn rulings. Hajj, learning rulings. Husband and wife, learning rulings, everything. It has to be, it's wajib upon you. Acha, any questions? Any questions you have? Yes. No, brother was leaving, that's why.
Say that subhanallah is amazing. I want to say that subhanallah is amazing. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's timing is always perfect, because I'm involved in these kind of situations, some of what you mentioned earlier.
Subhanallah.
I'm married with, mashallah, 7 children. Mashallah.
7 children, mashallah.
My wife,
Why don't know you have 7 children? Mashallah.
My wife, basically, I don't know if I'm scrapped for my wife now or what. Allah knows best, but I'm scrapped now.
Subhanallah.
Put me in the junkyard and find someone, fresh. Allah knows best.
Inshallah. You can find fresh, or you can come to me, both husband and wife, you can sit down and talk.
Since I've been a young kid, I wanted 4 wives.
Wallah, mashallah.
If I don't get them here, maybe Allah's got them ready for me up there.
There is 70 definitely. Ooh.
Another thing to talk about quickly. I get a big smile on my face when I read Surah Al-Mulk and Allah mentions the Quran in Jannah.
Ooh.
I get really
definitely showed you probably memorized now Surah Al-Mulk. If not the whole Surah Al-Mulk, the ayat you must have definitely memorized it.
I memorize all of it. Yes, I memorize it.
MashaAllah. Any questions? Yes, Zainab. Eye drops breaks rosa. No, of course they don't. Do not follow me on TikTok. That's the reason you don't know. Eye drops don't break your fast. Reason why? Because these eye drops, because these 3 mafawid, Rasulullah mentioned 3 big holes. Anything goes inside your digestive system through the 3 big holes, it will not break your, if that will break your fast, otherwise it won't break your fast. The eyes, a small hole, they come under the skin pores. Huh? Inhaler break your fast. Inhaler break your fast. Anything goes through in your mouth or in your nose. Spray in your nose, spray in your mouth, it goes in your throat. That's the country, it goes in your throat. It will break your fast.